Hello, my twinnies. I am safe and sound, back in my nest. Well, technically my bus. And I am thinking about all of the things that transpired over the last week in my North Carolina tour and some of the realizations that I came to. It's really, really early here in California and too early actually for me to be going to work. So I thought I would take this time of reflection and share with you a little bit of what I'm coming to. One of the things that I really came to understand most recently is that we have this opportunity as we progress through our journey to get to know ourselves in a way that we never did before. This experience of our twin passing forces us to dig really deep into our soul, into our core existence, and reevaluate how we perceive the world, how we perceive our loved ones, how we perceive ourselves, really. And we have an opportunity to understand ourselves in a way that we never would have even come to had our twin not passed. And that's huge. And it can be so incredibly painful initially because we're not used to functioning in this way. And it's we have a world that, again, has convinced us that it's bad when someone dies, that's painful, and that a part of us is lost or dies with them. And one of the greatest challenges that I face in my current journey is that over a period of many years, as you all know, I mean, it was 36 years before I really started deciding that I wanted to see things differently. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life feeling like there was a hole in me. I wanted to feel whole with the W, and complete. And I wanted to feel complete. So I had to create a new version of myself. I had to revise myself. Ironically, I'm wearing a revision shirt. This is actually for Joe's favorite brewery because he loves brewing, but the story behind the Revision Brewery and how it came to be is a really neat story. So if any of you are into microbreweries, I suggest you look into that. But my point of this message is that I had to make conscious choices to think differently. I had to decide that I wanted to be whole. I had to decide that I wanted to feel fulfilled by my life. I had to figure out what did all of this mean, and what would be my greatest gift that I could give out of being a twin whose twin had passed, especially at such a young age. And it's been challenging to figure that out. Okay, it has. But now with this journey of 1,000 healing hugs, it's been like, whoa, wow, okay, wow, this is awesome. This is cool. Being able to connect with people and to pour love into their lives and to bring clarity about one of the most difficult the most difficult experience that they will have this lifetime, and inspire them to change the language, to change how they perceive the death of their twin, and to understand that we are all connected to the same source, and that our twin is with that source and still with us, and that if we adopt a new language and allow ourselves to speak a new language and allow ourselves to have a different perception about what's going on, that we can actually be filled with joy, and that we can actually experience our twin in a new way. And not only do we experience our twin in a new way, but we experience this whole world in a new way. And we experience this whole world in a new way because we become something new and different. It's powerful. powerful. It's powerful. And I think part of the reason why it seems painful is because we're resisting it. We're resisting our own revision. We keep reflecting back on what our life used to be, and we experience this pain and a sense of loss because it's not like that anymore. Well, life is kind of giving you a little bit of an awakening, right? Kind of like a rude awakening, as some people would say. Well, for me, it's become an incredible awakening. When I stopped resisting my own revision, my world became wonderful. Let me say that again. When I stopped resisting my own revision, my world became wonderful. So how are you going to progress on your journey? How are you going to inspire yourself to rise above this incredible pain that you're feeling right now? How are you going to embrace your revision so that you can take that immense expansion and make the most out of it? How are you going to connect on a deeper level with the other people in your life, not just your twin? How are you going to communicate more effectively with all the people that absolutely adore you, not just your twin? How are you going to ignite your twin power with your twin community, not just your twin? Because that's where your magic is. Your magic is in your twinship, not in your connection with your twin. Your connection with your twin was your opportunity to practice and become an expert at being able to connect with people at that level. So how are you going to take your expertise and make the world around you better? How are you going to take that expertise and apply it to the people that don't know a damn thing about it and teach them and guide them and become that light in their darkness? Because they didn't have the blessing of being a twin. They didn't have the blessing of understanding how that works. So how are you going to take your internal power and make this world a better place? See, that's what I believe is the future for our twins. That's what I believe is the future for this community. It's not about being twin-less. It's about being twin-full. And not focusing on the weaknesses of this world, but on the strengths. Make it a great day.